Hey guys, welcome to Happy Thoughts. Today I want to focus on a mental process that you can do to shift from not so happy thoughts to happy thoughts. So it's something I learned through listening to the teachings of Abraham with Jerry and Esther Hicks. They've got a lot of great processes for just being aware of your thoughts and having better feelings throughout the day, just sort of energy work or self-help type stuff, whatever you want to call it. So the process that I'm thinking of, they called What Thought Feels Better, and it's been extremely helpful for me in not even just going from really stressed out to a better space, but going from just the normal level of today is not a terrible day, but it's not awesome by any means either, turning most days into awesome, just going from that regular lull kind of mentality and energy level to happy thoughts constantly, or as much as possible. And so an example of this would be when you're driving somewhere and you're kind of in a hurry and you pull up to a light and it turns red and there's a big line of cars. You can either think, oh, of course, this happens every time, and it's not going to make you have just the worst day ever if you do choose to do that, but if you instead choose to maybe take that time to change the station safely on the radio, or if you're driving with somebody, you just think to yourself or say out loud, hey, this is an opportunity to have a nice conversation with this person I'm with right now, or, oh, I'm stopped at a traffic light, perfect, this is a great opportunity for me to focus on things that make me happy, things that I'm trying to attract into my life. And what this does is not only it saves you from having to feel like that of just, oh, every time, it's just a bad feeling because you were so unfortunate to catch a traffic light, like everybody does, but sometimes it can feel like just everything in the world is going wrong when something really little like that happens, and it's very easy to shift your thoughts about a situation like that to something positive that's going to bring you happy thoughts. Like, if you stop and you say, okay, I'm going to think about the new house I'm in creation of. Whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, if you take that time at that stoplight to think about things that make you happy and things that you would like to have part of your experience, it's just going to be a better day. You're going to have happier thoughts if you sit, and whether you get the new mansion or not at the end of your ride, it really doesn't matter. I am, a believer in the law of attraction, and that's something that I've practiced quite a bit with and seen some results. Not as extreme as some other people have gotten, just a normal guy, but I wanted to make this video because it's powerful, it's important. If you can take time that's just one example, but if you take time in those situations that seem unfortunate, seem like a burden or a pain, standing in line to get food at lunch or whatever it is, any situation like that, if you can become aware of what it is you're thinking, that's kind of the first step. You have to realize that you are thinking stuff, like when you do pull up to that stoplight, and then it's just a matter of choosing the positive way, because your mind can trick you and you'll have a million reasons why it's so stupid and unfair that you got stopped at that traffic light, but you have to fight through that and realize that that is just your mind holding you back from having a positive, happy day. And it's always going to have reasons to justify the negative emotion and thoughts, but you have to see it for what it is, that it is just your mind just complaining about something that's really not that big a deal and can actually be a good thing if you take the time to choose your thoughts wisely. And so I would highly recommend doing this as often as possible, because the way I look at it is you're always living your life. Like, even right now watching this, you're living your life, so you can either live a life thinking negative thoughts or happy thoughts. And I think happy thoughts is the way to go, because I think everybody wants to live a happy life. And of course things are going to happen that you can't be happy about necessarily just directly. I mean, if somebody passes away or something, that can cause some just not necessarily negative emotion, but it can cause sadness. And you know, there are ways even to look at death in a way that it doesn't affect you negatively. But really just want everybody to have as many happy thoughts a day as possible. And so if you do this process and you take the time to observe what you're thinking about and to choose the most positive thoughts you can, then I know it will produce some great results and you'll start feeling happy most of the time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.